Shalom, Makim. This is Great Millstone, Virginia. As always, to give you the latest news, article lessons through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shimi Ashai. And first and foremost, as always, when you give all praises, glory, and honor due to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash.
double honor to the elders, the Great Millstone, with teaching of the truth, and of course, speak some lessons and salutation to your Ikamat that is present as truth. Throughout the phone calls, to the best of the ability, scatter the phone calls of earth. Of course, we're going to start with Proverbs 24 and 1, and we're going to get in the spirit.
Come, the book of Proverbs, chapter 24 and verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief.
That's right, man. You know, you can apply to that as these celebrities, man. You know, when we were raised up on television, man. When we never had role models. We was coming up as kids, man. Because what our parents always worked, and we look, we try to look for avenues or to keep us entertained, and our parents give us television, and sometimes even as kids, we listen to music, sometimes like I said, one way to attract the people is through music, man. Even TV shows, movies, it's like wow, I want to be like that guy, and such and such, and Will Smith, and all these actors and actresses and celebrities, musicians, like wow, he's a great athlete, I aspire to be just like him, man. So but we look out to them as quote unquote leaders, man. But of course, come to find out when you get older, especially in the truth, we found out what they're about. We found out they're in contract, that they have no power, that they're told what to do if they go against the system, that that shall be blackmailed or ridiculed, man. Mm-hmm. This is stuff that they don't tell you, man. That you're on a contract, that you're alone, that you have to pay all this stuff back, man. And that's why we don't have, but of course we envy that. Like I said, of course we don't see that from the inside, but on the outside, it's like, wow, he has billions of dollars. He got all the women, he got all the cars. We think that's the that's the pinnacle of life, man. Mm-hmm. And we try to do everything we can to get to that status, man. Even if it means sacrificing, our soul, sacrificing our parents. Mm-hmm. That's what these celebrities did, especially when you're dealing with everything comes with a price. Mm-hmm. That's what the scripture says in Matthew. It says, well, you shall gain the whole world but lose his own soul, man. Yeah. And that's what these celebrities done, man. They have done the most heinous acts. A prime example is they even tell you in the movies, Eyes Wide Shut, or they tell you about these parties, man, about these exclusive parties, man. Mm-hmm. that you invited, right? I know that's one of the things is you got to do to even get it in there is you got to sign a contract. You got to do it by blood. So you got to cut off your fingers to get the blood out, man, for you get in there, man.
Yeah, kind of. And they show you that in their pictures that they take, they may have a band-aid around one finger or like whatever. Mm-hmm. I got a precept, to go into verse 2.
Go ahead.
I'm going to read verse 2 again, and then I'm going to grab my precept.
Okay.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 24 and verse 2. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. Okay. And the precept that I have is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and the book of Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 5. There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, mm-hmm. and another by much babbling becometh hateful. Because the more shit you talk, the more you hate it. And the more shit you talk, the more the more destruction you want to get into. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because you're not wise in what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Like what you were going to as far as like these actors and stuff like that, mm-hmm. going to, talking their shit.
Yeah, because what they promote is confusion, man. Mm-hmm. To promote, stand with homosexual agendas, mm-hmm. feminism, pride, women. Mm-hmm. I stand for rights, women. Black Lives Matter and all that stuff. These celebrities don't know what they're talking about, man. They're not going through the through the trenches of what these peons go through, man, when they're out there protesting and mm-hmm. going through violence, against their, against the government, man. Yep. They only told what to do, man, or they want to get some type of clout out of it to make them think that, that they're for the people, but actually they're not. They're actually against the people, man.
Exactly. All this shit is scripted. You know, it's written for them.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
You know, like, where's Kanye right now, you know?
Yeah, go on. You know, like I said, all of a sudden using social media, all of a sudden, you know, trying to go against, I mean, the courts, and all of a sudden, but now all of a sudden it's gone now. You know,
Right.
now, now you're talking about Nazis and, straight confusion, man. That's why people can't take him seriously. But what though? You have those idiot followers that believe everything what he says, man. You know, because these Babylonians, they worship these idols, man. Yeah. And stuff that come out is poison, vexing, and it's destruction, man. You know, especially their music, man. But especially these rappers, man. You know, talking about some I'll kill you, I'll take your woman, and doing all of this, causing destruction, man. That's why the generation is at where they at today, man.
Yeah.
Pedophiles, all that stuff, man. They do behind the scenes. They don't talk about blood, drinking blood, and all that stuff. Homosexuality, sodomy, and all that stuff. This is what they do, man. That's why we shouldn't be envious, man. You know. You know, because scripture says, "What you don't know what his end shall be." I think it's a rock somewhere, man. But that's what us, the men of the Lord, we don't envy these guys, man, because we know there's a price to it. But that's why we stacking our riches toward heaven, man. Where it says, "What moth and cross will do not corrupt," man. So that way, you know what I mean, we can get everything that resides in righteousness through Yahweh Shah, man. You know, we just got to go through the trials of tribulation, but we rather take that compared to situation. You know, because you got to do heinous acts just to get even a small crumbs, man. You're not even getting a full course meal. You're only getting crumbs, millions of dollars, man. I mean, that's nothing, man. You know, these at least they got trillions of dollars. If they make a company, they got billions of dollars, but you got millions of dollars. That's nothing, man. $1 billion is what? $1 billion is what? 100. It's not even $100 million compared to $1 billion. Come on, man.
Yeah.
But Jake get, like I said, man. But if Jake gets some type of up in society, he only get what, maybe $2 million. Started off, and
then you're getting taxed on that.
Yeah, you're getting taxed on that, man. And you still got to rate, and you still got to pay the rest of the money off, man. Come on, man. This society is a joke, man. But people are so low, so desperate that they're willing to take these crappy deals, man. Just to be in a better position that they're in.
Yeah, Con. Like the scriptures say, "Come out of my people." Mm-hmm. You know, and once you come out of this wicked kingdom, you know you don't desire much out of it. You know, right. But all these people who want to make it in this wicked kingdom have not come out of it. You know, and they actually see this place as going on for a very long time. Mm-hmm. You know, but we see the righteous light at the end of the tunnel. You know, so we don't pay that nonsense that they talk any mind. You know, we use it to edify, yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, we don't depend upon, this wicked kingdom. You know, of course we got to work and get our daily bread, but we don't depend upon this place, you know?
Yeah, God, of course not. Because we don't be consumed by this folly mess in this society.
That's right.
You can go ahead.
Verse 3, through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Man, that's deep. Mm-hmm. Verse 5, a wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. Mm-hmm. You know, strength in the spirit.
That's right, man.
You know?
Yep. That's what keeps us strong and keeping our integrity, man. That's why, like I said, even if dude, whatever we caught up in the course, and you just want to make a deal with us, hey man, I give you like $3 million, or like, no man, we're not gonna take that shitty deal, man. No man, F that, man.
No, like, not at all.
What's $3 million gonna do? You know, and it's gonna be backed by what, digital currency, or backed by Federal Reserve notes, man.
Exactly.
That could be, come on, man. That could easily be taken away so easily. Come on, man.
Right.
Man, after that, man.
Right. He'd be better off coming to you saying, "I'm gonna give you nothing."
Yeah, combat, but pretty much gone.
You know. Yeah. Verse 6: For thy wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety.
That's right, man. That's right. Because what we got brothers and counsel us, man, to keep us afloat, man. Not to not to let us fall off through these through these philosophies or these vain deceits, man. Especially these women, man. Like, man, you've been surprised about brothers, fall offs that were nice, but they got tripped up by a woman, nonetheless.
Yeah.
An average woman, not even a bad chick, just an average woman, man.
Yeah.
That's how low, state that we're in, man, that we can fall for a basic woman. Come on, man. We gotta have stance, we gotta have integrity in this thing, man. You gotta believe, you gotta have faith that, the stuff everybody sees is gonna be top, next level, and forever, man. And you gotta believe on that.
Yeah. This is the baddest woman we got.
That's right.
That's
right.
This woman right here has never forsaken us, has never lied to us, has never cheated on us, has never done anything to make us despise her.
That's right.
Yeah. It's beautiful, bro. Verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deviseth to do evil should be called a mischievous person. That's a lot of you jakes. That's all you want to do is evil. To do good, you have no knowledge.
That's right, God. That's right.
Verse 9. The thought of foolishness is sin. The scorner is an abomination to men. I just did a lesson on scorners too. Verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Man, and that's beautiful right there too, because what Yahweh Bashim Yahshua say, faint not in the day of trouble. Look to him for salvation.
Yeah.
Because those who won't make it are those who actually never believed.
God.
Who actually fainted. Like, they're coming to get me. Not realizing Job, it says, although he slayed me, still will I maintain my integrity in him.
God.
God.
Hey, the scripture says even faith as a mustard she died shall move mountains, man.
That's right.
This is what we've been trained for years, man. We don't want to let that all go to waste, man.
That's right.
Because you've been better off back in the world, pretty much.
For real.
Go ahead.
Verse 11. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain. If thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul doth not know it? And shall not the renderer to every man according to his works? Man, that's beautiful too. My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto you, Salah. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectations shall not be cut off.
And hey, we can do that. Hey, as the kingdom, man. If you do these works, thou shalt see this reward, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep on highways and byways. Keep charity. Keep alms. Follow the commandments, because that's the whole duty of men. On the highways and byways. This word shall cleanse us, man. And it feels good to be cleansed by hearing this word, man. Doing these things, man. And it makes us feel like we're actually doing something, man. Like I said, all this stuff is being stored, and like I said, riches, man, and spiritually in the kingdom of heaven, man. So when the time comes, when y'all shall come down, what hast thou done, thou faithful servant, man? So we don't have to be embarrassed. Even though, like I say, we can never go farther enough, but the fact is we're trying, we try on a daily basis. And the Lord sees us like, wow, he's trying my faithful servant. He's not giving up. He's not being lazy. He's not being lukewarm. So that when the time comes, we don't got to be ashamed. It's like, man, I wish I would have did this. Just like, for example, we talks about the 10 talents, man. What have you done with your talents, man? Have you been pushing this word? Have you been edifying? Have you been, if you love me, follow my sheep. You say that you're about me. You say you rap for me and all that stuff, but your track record, you haven't been out in the highways and byways for about 3 years or 4 years, man. What happened, man?
Right.
Have you forgotten about me?
Right.
You know, the Lord gonna call us friends. You know what I mean? You want to be called friends. You know, you want help with try to crown you. You know, you don't want to be that guy. You know, at the last minute, be okay. Let's see if we can make it a cherry, but you know, I like the Bible said, well, you go sit over there.
Mm.
You know, oh, wait your turn.
Right.
You don't want to be like, damn, man. That should make you feel like shit. Like, damn, man, I wish I would have come more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Go sit over there.
Yeah, hang out in the lobby.
Yeah. Wait your turn. Come on, man. You know, especially being out in the forefront, you know, being a prophet of the Lord, a soldier, whatever, being on highways and byways, you know, we're gonna be the first fruits, man.
That's right.
You know, like I said, you got the legend of multitude. It's like the numeral multitude, you know, but the numeral multitude though, they're not gonna get the same reward as the elect.
Right.
You know, because what we're gonna prefer, because what we're out there in the front lines, man, in front of the whole world to see. So whatever tribulation that we're gonna go through, we're gonna go through, you know, something that's not gonna compare to the multitude, man.
You know, like it's like a job. When you fill out an application to go for a job, you read the job description.
And the Lord gonna give you a description about what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. So you know the situation even before you step into the interview in the room.
Okay, that's why it says in Sirach chapter 8, it says, you know, before I come to serve the Lord, but what prepare thy soul from temptation.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You hit it right on the head where I was going.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 14. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. For a just man falleth 7 times, and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
That's right, man. You know, as Scripture says in Corinthians, it says what the creature was made subject to vanity. So of course we're gonna fall off. Of course we're not perfect. You know, we have our moments, but the fact is, what we're not gonna give up. You know, we're not gonna fall into mischief. We're not gonna go deeper into the rabbit hole to the point where basically we can't get out of it, man.
Right.
You know, hey, the Scripture talks about even in I think it's First Ezra or Second Ezra, it talks about how, you know, on the left side is fire, and on the right side is water, man. You know, and you want to be in the middle, man. You know what I mean? You don't go too deep in the fire, and you want to go deep to the water.
Okay. And the scriptures also say, be not righteous over much.
Because what? Thou shalt destroy thyself. That's why we're not made to be perfect, man. You know, we try to be perfect.
Yeah.
You know, because what? We're in the flesh, of course, you know. Of course we're gonna sin.
Okay. Verse 17. Rejoice not.
That's why I'm stuck. I want to say one thing. That's why we're justified by faith and not by the law.
That's right. Okay.
You know, we do the law to the best of our abilities, but ultimately it's through faith, which is through Yahweh Shem Yahshai, which was what, that sacrificial lamb. Yeah, looks like you can go ahead.
Okay. Verse 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth. Can I speak on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and that enemy is referring to is not the other nations.
That's right.
It's referring to your brothers, you know, of your nation. You know, don't be happy when a man of your nation falls. You know, it's not dealing with the nation of Israel. It's not dealing with the heathen. It's dealing with the nation of Israel. You know. And let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth. Again, you know that's referring to the nation of Israel.
Yeah, kind of, you know what I mean? But of course, you know, like I said, I mean, we got, we had, okay, for example, let's say if let's say you got bullied at one time in school, right? Whatever. But then, you know, but over the time, let's say you got to say where he got successful, and now he's in a low state. You know, even though, and now you see him in a poor state, you know, where he's vulnerable. You know what I mean? You want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to talk shit about him. But, of course, like I said, you got in your mind, it's like, look at me now, you know, this and that. But, of course, you don't want to be that example. It's like, you know what I mean? But I say I'm going to say, you know, kind of like 2 wrongs don't make a right. You know what I mean? You want to show him, it's like, look, look what I became. Look, man. It's like, for example, it's like, look, man, I could talk shit about you, but I'm not gonna do that because what? I'm a better person.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
I can show you that, like I said, that I don't have to talk, crap or make fun of you or make you embarrassment in front of the world, man.
Right. Yeah, Khan, my success.
Just be the bigger person.
Will be a witness,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what happens when you when you don't take stuff seriously, when basically you're on your shit. Just like, for example, like Michael B. Jordan, for example. How the girls call him corny and all that stuff. And then, he took his act, got bullied and all that stuff. But what? He became a better person. Now he's successful. Even though he said what he said, which is, that's fine, whatever. But of course, like I said, he didn't take it overboard. He still kept it professional. And he said it's all love, this and that. But you knew he was successful. But you get what I'm saying.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. Least Yahweh Hashem Yahushai see it, and it displeases him, and he turned away his wrath from him. Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. For there shall be no reward to evil men. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. And that's what you're seeing on a day-to-day, through these judgments, these harsh judgments. Verse 21, my son, fear thou Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change. For their calamity shall rise up suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? Man, that's scary within itself.
That's right, because, for example, you can use that by what? Changing the doctrine, man. Keep it how it always been, man. Because what? You got followers and scholars that want to change the doctrine. They want to change it to their interpretation, which is what causes confusion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because of all these proverbs being read, there's someone doing them.
That's right.
There's someone fulfilling all of these.
Okay.
Verse 22. That's a lot. Verse 23. These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. He that saith unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight, and a good blessing shall come upon them. Every man shall kiss his lips that giveth a right answer. Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thine house. Be not wise against thy neighbor without cause, and deceive not with thy lips. And that's what a lot of people do. They lie, to get what they want. Say not, I will do to him as he has done to me. I will render to the man according to his work. And, that's what you were going into as far as, you were bullied growing up, and then once you become successful, you don't throw it in their face. You're humble with it.
Yeah, kind of like be humble with it. That's right.
Verse 30. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns and needles, and covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yea, yet a little sheep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. You want me to keep going to 25?
No. That was it. You just, like I said, we're just gonna get some, a couple of sayings, a couple of words, about situation Proverbs talked about, and apply them to our daily lives, man. And that's the whole point, man. About just like I said, every rhythm's too high for a fool, and just be wise in your own counsel, man. Just learn, what we brought out in Proverbs 24, man. Some quick precepts, like I said, even a couple of ones, like I said, may help you on the end, man. Like I said, man, Proverbs has a lot of wisdom and a lot of sayings, man, that apply to these daily lives, man. And like I said, hey, maybe one scripture, maybe, hey, you may experience when I was in Bible, so yeah, remember this, like we talked about, right? When you become a certain, be successful, this and that, you look at somebody, I say in the poor states, like, I'm gonna sit there and mark the man, man. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just keep it moving, man. Because what? You want to feel boastful, feel big about yourself, because now you're at a certain level now,
Right. Right.
But you using it in a wicked way, man. Instead of you just in the righteous way, it's like, oh yeah, remember him in high school. It's like, damn, that's crazy. You may, okay, you may even help him out, man. It's like, what? Yeah, that's in the past now. I'm gonna let that, linger on me for all these years, and then here's my moment. To the point where it's like, here's my moment, payback shit. Just forget about it. Say, here, man. Here's maybe a $20. Hope you do something righteous with it, man. Just move on, man.
Yeah, okay.
Just be the bigger person.
Okay.
You ain't got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
Like I said, he had his judgment. Don't make it, more like what says. So that way he take his fear or his judgment and turn it upon you. That was his judgment, man. So now he suffered the consequences. Like I said, don't be that same person that he was back in high school.
That's right.
And many other examples, man, about, like I said, don't envy the wicked, man.
Yeah.
Because what? We got something greater to come, man. Just hold on fast into what you've had, man, and believe on that. And you shall be rewarded, man. That's why I'm saying all the works that we do is not going to be all for nothing, man. That's why it says, but every work shall be counted in that day, man. Gold, silver, and precious stones, man. Don't let your work be haywood and stubble. So with that was pretty much it on that. So hopefully brothers was edified as always. Give all praise. Of course, this is a great millstone as always to give you latest news, articles, and lessons to the spirit and power of Bashim Yahshai. First and foremost, as always, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor due to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kakodash. Double line said that was a great millstone. War for the truth, and of course, peace and blessings and salutation to your Akamai that put in his truth. Brother, the focus of the earth, similar to the best of their abilities, got the focus of the earth. With that, I'm going to say, Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.